I thought it would be more appropriate for me to speak at the rehearsal dinner. And Ryan and Julia discussed it, and I was told I would be speaking tonight. And then about a week ago, I said, you know, Ryan, maybe I should speak at the rehearsal dinner. And he said, well, we'll talk about it. And we know what that means, right? So here I am.
Even though the voice that you're all going to hear is mine, the words are yours. So Ryan, this is what Julia wrote. These are her words. Ryan, you have been able to hold me steady when life pulls the rug from beneath me. And you are able to hold me up when I am reaching for that next star. I may not appreciate your nagging me to get my assignments done in the moment, but I am grateful you have put up with the time I dedicated to my schoolwork, especially when it eats into the time that we have off together. Never would I have guessed that our friendship would blossom into so much more. I am happiest when I am with you, and I'm thrilled to be starting traditions of our own, like following our nights to bowl games. I'm so thankful that I get to go through life's many adventures with you, and this is just the next chapter.
80 years ago, this year, in February, my parents got married. 40 years ago, Julia's mom and dad got married. And so tonight is, well, 0 years for Julia and Ryan.
All right, again, thank you all for coming to celebrate Ryan and Julia, two people that truly are made for each other.
Julia, it has been a long, stress-filled journey to this point. That's a great opener, Ryan. But I can't believe we have finally made it to this day. You have been able to power through a full course load of college classes, having a full-time job, and dealing with me in order to plan this amazing day. Let's face it, dealing with me was definitely the toughest of all.
I considered telling a bunch of funny stories about Ryan, and he gave us a lot of them. But in the interest of this 2 minutes, 5, I thought I'd cut it down a little bit. But I'll only share the one where he ate the penny as a child. One of our favorites. We have that penny. You can imagine how we got it. Karen has it in a nice little Ziploc bag labeled Ryan's Poopy Penny. So instead of telling more of those kind of stories, I thought I'd take the next 10 or 15 minutes and impart some wise marriage advice.
I never would have thought that I would succeed in turning you into one of the most die-hard UCF football fans I have ever met. You may not fully understand all the rules, but I sure love how heated you get anytime a flag is thrown on our nights. UCF nights! You've been there right by my side for so many amazing adventures, from traveling late into the night on New Year's Eve to Atlanta, to spending 19 hours on campus for college game day, and finally flying all the way to Arizona. I never dreamed that I would find someone who is just as crazy as I am. You're doing really well, Ryan.
See, when I was asked to do this, I was actually asked if I would be the maid of honor, and I still said yes. I would have been, but you keep on calling me the man of honor, so that's cool. I'm still not entirely sure that this isn't all just a ploy to get me to come to Florida. And as a long con, pretty good.
Leading up to this, I was reminiscing on our time together, and I really wanted to find a story that would both embarrass you and get you into a slight bit of trouble. But I had a hard time because Ryan is such a good guy.
I could have told a story about a drunk night in Tallahassee, or the time you got food poisoning at one of my golf tournaments. That was gross. But I've been giving you crap for about 29 years now. So I'll take the night off.
So anybody on our side of the family can probably tell you that me and my sister did not exactly get along growing up. Coming down here, even though I didn't really want to, I have to say I'm incredibly proud of all the stuff that you're building down here. It's great to see. Ryan, I'm extremely excited to call you my brother.
Ryan has always been a man that plans 2 steps ahead, but the excitement in which he showed the first time I met Julia was unlike anything I had seen before. Not without saying one of my favorite quotes of the day, "She's got some gluten thing, so make sure there's white wine." I still don't know what that means. It only took a few moments to realize Julia had completely captured his attention. Julia is special. She's kind, caring, and matches you perfectly. And I could not be happier for you. So, I love you, Ryan. I'm proud of the man you've become, and I'm proud to call you my brother.
As of last Sunday, Karen and I have been married 35 years. Love you. Instead of 10 or 15 minutes, I'll give it to you real succinctly. Just say yes. We'll get back to this, but Julia is always right. Just say yes. I sometimes use yes, dear. And if you can really master the timing and the application of those 2 words, you've got a shot. From a personal note, Karen and I couldn't be more proud of Ryan and the man he's become. He's smart, kind, polite, giving, and a true gentleman. And we also couldn't be more happy that he's found such a lovely young lady in Julia. We're blessed to welcome you into our family. You are thoughtful, kind, confident, and loving. And you look wonderful tonight, by the way.
Coincidence doesn't end there. It just so happens that when my mother, 40 years ago, got married, she was 27 years old. And when my bride married me, she was 27 years old. And when Julia just married Ryan, she is now 27 years old. What I would like to do as a toast is wish Julia and Ryan 40 years of wedded happiness like her mother and I have had. And well, I'll just wish them the 40 years, and if they do that as well, as I'm sure they will, well, the rest of them's up to them. A toast to the newlyweds.
I can't wait for the many more adventures that the future holds. You have become not only my soulmate, but my best friend over this journey. And I could not have picked a better partner to experience it with. After all this time, I am happy to say that I have found the one. I finally found my football girl. Love, Ryan. Ryan, you are a romantic one. Julia, Ryan, it has been said that the measure of a person's life is not the number of breaths that one takes, but the number of moments that take one's breath away. Guys, this is one of those moments. We are standing under the biggest chuppah, the biggest wedding canopy that I think I've ever seen. We're going to treat this whole thing like a chuppah, like a wedding canopy, which actually represents the home that the two of you are going to create together. I'd like to share a poem with you. A soulmate is someone who has the locks that fit our keys and the keys that fit our locks. when we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves can come out, and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we might be pretending to be. A soulmate unveils the best parts of us. No matter what else is going on around us, with that one special person, we feel safe in our own paradise. A soulmate is the person who shares our deepest longings and our sense of direction. A soulmate is the person who makes our life come to life. Within Jewish tradition, we always recite a blessing which gives thanks to God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach a moment of joy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Julia, Ryan, as the two of you know, marriage is about making a commitment to grow together. It's about a willingness to continually invest in one another. It's about building something beautiful.
If I speak in the tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. But the greatest of these is love, and I love you both so much.
For it to Julia, let her drink and then drink yourself. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And so now I'd like to ask, do you, Ryan, take Julia to be your wife? To have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish for the rest of your life? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
And do you, Julia, take Ryan to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish for the rest of your life? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
It is now my privilege to invoke God's blessing upon the two of you with words that actually connect both of your faith traditions. These words are found in what the Jewish people call the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and the Christian community would call the Old Testament. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom. May God's presence always be with you and grant you the gift of shalom, the gift of peace. I'm going to place this on the ground, and on the count of 3, Ryan, I'm going to ask you to smash it, at which point I would like everybody under this giant chuppah to yell as loudly as you can, no matter what your faith or your belief. Just want you to yell 2 words, Mazel Tov, to send Ryan and Julia into the new chapter of their life, not only with shouts of joy and excitement, but also with the hope and the prayer that their love for each other would last as long as it would take to restore all the shattered fragments of this glass to its original state. All right, 1, 2, 3.
You told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my bow. Through the wind and fire we try to hold on. We build this ship together, searching for a home. Despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board. Dancing in the moonlight, the world just stopped and stares. We got no destination, I'll take you anywhere. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed, words just come together, story that we never told. So far you're saying for my own, you said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain. From our failures we have grown. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain. I'll be your captain. I'll always be your captain. I'll always be your captain. Told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire we tried, hold on. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed, words that come together, story that we never told.
I just want to say for my toast, if all the families can each say this to each other, welcome to the family.
Julia, I'm happy to now call you a sister. And like my dad said, she's always right, Ryan. Cheers.
I want to wish you both all the happiness in the world. Have a wonderful marriage. Have children. Enjoy the ride. Love each other. And most importantly, respect each other. And have fun along the way. To Ryan and Julia.
I'll always be your captain.
More than anyone else in the world. Great job. You guys did great. Awesome job.